GLS News, a newsletter for Friends of the Georgia Library Service for the Blind and Print Disabled. Volume 11, Issue 1, Spring 2023. A fond farewell to Beverly Williams. After 23 years of dedicated service and leadership, Beverly Williams is retiring as manager of GLS Atlanta Library. Beverly's career in libraries began in her native Bahamas. After relocating to Georgia in 1999, she became the manager of Atlanta Metro Library for Accessible Services, AMLAS, now known as GLS Atlanta Library. Beverly has witnessed many changes during her tenure, including moves and name changes. One of the biggest was the transition from cassette tapes loaded with only one book to cartridges holding up to 10 books. Technology has really assisted us in helping our patrons, says Beverly. Other highlights of her time at GLS include starting the For Women Only book club and working with staff and patrons. Beverly leaves this message for GLS patrons. The library is always there. We offer so many things. A lot of programs that we offer exist because someone said, "I wish I could," or "I wish you all would." If you think it is worthwhile and may be interesting to other customers, we will give it a try. Always know that we are here and that we are here to GLS staff, Beverly says, "It's been such an honor for me to serve here in this job. I've enjoyed my time. I hope I left it better than I met it and left the groundwork for people to spring up and continue to give good service." Beverly's retirement plans include relaxing and spending time with her family. We wish her all the best. The GLS family will sincerely miss Beverly and will never forget her contributions to Georgia libraries. Georgia Accessibility Conference returns this March. GLS is hosting the Georgia Accessibility Conference on March 13th through 15th, 2023. The three-day event is designed to educate public library staff and disability resource and service partners on the offerings of the Georgia Library Service for the Blind and Print Disabled. The conference educates public library employees about concepts and technology related to accessible library services, focusing on people whose disabilities may impact their ability to access services and programs offered by public libraries. Conference attendees will have the opportunity to hear from experts in accessible technology and services, share best practices, and increase awareness of GLS services and resources for library accessibility. Pre-registration is required. Find more details about this year's conference on the GLS website at https://gls.georgialibraries.org. Accessible fun for the whole family with Story Strolls. Imagine an active and interactive way to enjoy a fun and uplifting story in an outdoor setting right in your neighborhood. That's the magic of a Story Stroll, an innovative library program in which pages from a children's picture book are attached to signposts and arranged along a pathway. Visitors enjoy the story as they go along, progressing at their own pace and sharing the experience with their companions. Thanks to a collection of kits created by the Georgia Public Library Service, Story Strolls are popping up at public libraries all over the state. Most of the stories are accessible to blind and print disabled people, as each page of text includes access to an audio recording of the content. Simply scan the QR code on the sign with a mobile device to listen to the audio version. The voices on the recordings are those of GLS librarians Gina Martin, Brandy Robertson, and Sarah Trowbridge. How can you experience the joy of a Story Stroll? Ask your local public library if they have one on their schedule. Library locations statewide and instructions for library staff to request a Story Stroll kit are available at https://georgialibraries.org. Spotlight on the GLS Atlanta staff. We hope you have enjoyed getting to know the dedicated workers at the GLS Atlanta Public Library. Jason and Araceli wrap up the series of staff profiles. Jason Phillips is the BARD administrator for GLS. He helps members to establish their download accounts, resets passwords as needed, and troubleshoots issues with the website and the BARD mobile app. Jason is also available by appointment for one-on-one BARD training for phones, computers, and third-party players. Araceli Rosillo is the newest GLS Reader Advisor. Previously, she taught Braille and adaptive living skills to blind adults and school-aged children for 7 years. Currently, Araceli is working on completing a master's degree in vision rehabilitation therapy. In her free time, she enjoys swimming, baking, reading, and relaxing with her dog. New GLS website offers better access to services. Have you explored the new improved GLS website yet? New patrons, longtime patrons, and people who have never heard of GLS before can all find what they need in an online space that is designed for ease and clarity. We have removed barriers to accessibility and added new features like an events calendar, a resource listing, and a blog where you can catch up on what's happening in between issues of this newsletter. Please bookmark http://gls.georgialibraries.org and visit often. Your feedback is welcome. Talking about music, the NLS Music Notes meeting. This spring, the Music Note section launches Music Notes Meeting, a quarterly virtual event where patrons can learn in depth about selected music topics. The first meeting is scheduled for April 25th at 7 o'clock p.m. with the topic, Time Out for Take 5. Make time to increase your understanding of this famous piece of music and stay tuned for the link to the virtual platform. Donors Corner. Your donations are appreciated. Please make checks payable to the USG Foundation and write GLS BPD on the memo line. Mail checks to GLS Atlanta, 1 Margaret Mitchell Square, Northwest, First Floor, Atlanta, Georgia, 30303. Visit https://gls.georgialibraries.org/newsletter to subscribe to GLS News and to read current and back issues. Call 800-248-6701 to request this newsletter in alternative formats. GLS is published quarterly by the Georgia Library Service for the Blind and Print Disabled, GLS, a division of the Public Library Service, a unit of the University System of Georgia. This publication is made possible by a grant from the U.S. Institute of Museum and Library Services to Georgia Public Library Service under the provisions of the Library Services and Technology Act. Georgia Library Service for the Blind and Print Disabled. Director, Kristen White. Toll free, 1-800-248-6701. Fax, 404-657-1459. https://gls.georgialibraries.org.